Yeah.
Did anyone PM Jaudat? Should
I just tagged him in the discussion, but he hasn't DM him.
Maybe
I
his
guess
cats killed him.
that's dark.
They do eat dead people.
Who's getting full blown into black like next set?
I'm gonna fucking play around with that Finn shit. I like weird stuff, and it's weird.
That's
how
your
it
kind
is.
of deck.
That's my kind of fucking
your
deck.
deck,
As soon as I saw it, literally the first thing I did, who the fuck is this guy? And that, oh my god, is that a Spira?
That's a Spira.
With a
You look a little different from the stream. Oh, he's got his mic muted.
I hope you're already recording.
Oh, I've been recording. I just, I didn't even think Jay was gonna come, but he got absorbed.
Yeah, I like how Jay, you're looking pretty cut, brother.
Yeah, he's got the fresh shave, he's even got a blue undershirt. You see that?
Yeah.
Let me cover myself up here.
Yeah, you better make sure your wife's door's locked because it's about to get R-rated.
Honestly. Yeah, I don't love the Magikarp hat. I'll admit that. That's
looks fishy.
Yes, it does.
And now we gotta end it. Now we gotta end it.
Good night, y'all.
See ya.
Okay, but
stay super.
Stay super. Why the fish hat? I want to know though.
Why the fish hat?
I had the most
they
disappointing
said
week.
It's gonna be a surprise SCR. I don't know if it's Dragon Ball related or not, but hey, maybe it's Pokemon related.
No, it's basically confirmed a Raleigh. Basically.
Okay, I was gonna say, what is this, DBM? I saw their thumbnail. I didn't watch the video yet, and I just saw what was it, Naruto?
No, they were playing Sonic, man.
Sonic.
Playing Sonic?
Dude, I want to play Sonic, man.
So
I love Sonic.
What is he confirmed? Yes, SCR.
I'm pretty sure he's gonna be our Raleigh, as Armando was saying.
I fuck with that.
What is a Raleigh?
She's like the little android girl.
Yeah, she's from Dr. Slump, something like that.
Yeah,
I don't even know what that is.
Akira Toriyama's like first manga that he got big with. So she's in like Dragon Ball and shit. She's in an episode in Dragon Ball Super also. She's just a joke manga character with. I hope if she's in the card, I hope whatever the hell the ghost professor, whatever that disgusting bastard is on the card too, just in the back screaming like how Kibito Kai is screaming in the back of the Boo SCR. I'll pay $1,000 for that, $1 million easily.
And she need to have like the stick with the poop on it.
Yeah, there you go.
Man, I missed this episode.
It's honestly not worth watching.
Like
but,
back in the days, even when he was childhood one.
Yeah,
don't remember
it's
which
not.
one, though.
It's not as good.
The Topo dance now?
Yeah, maybe the Topo dance. There. But
no.
But the baseball episode's still the best one in Super. Can't say shit about it.
Oh yeah.
I like the one where the cat people come and go to like start a tournament with Hercule, and then Hercule's dog like starts barking and it scares them away. Yeah, that was awesome.
Yes.
The whole episode is about like Chi-Chi just wants Goku to go to fucking work, and he's like, no, does anything he can to get out of it.
Fuck this child support. I'm getting out of here.
Exactly. So he has a friggin' he has Goku go to fight these cat people for him, but before it even starts, Chi-Chi starts yelling at him. Like the fate of the world's on hold. He just doesn't care. She doesn't care. Yeah. Yeah,
he gets knocked out by Hercule with the tractor.
She appeared in number 7 of Dragon Ball.
Damn.
Is this the French one? Because that cover looks different.
Yeah. I think that would then make it number set, Karl. Now I'm not the expert.
Oui, c'est dans le numéro 7 qu'elle apparaît. Juste, je veux le dire de même. First thing.
Okay, we're doing this all in French now.
You keep that up, you're just gonna seduce people at this point.
Yeah, myself included.
It's a good thing the camera's waist up.
Yeah. Well.
Only 4.
God fucking damn it, Armando. Welcome to Team Talk 13. What a great way to start it there. We're
only 40 minutes of shooting the ship.
Only
the
40
episode.
minutes, a little bit of camera lag here, a couple of Chinese dubs, you know what's good. But we're going to be doing 3 topics here. We're going to be Nats prep, so preparing for Nats, obviously. We're going to be doing SCRs for set 15, what we think, our predictions, surprise, whatever Bandai said. And finally, we're going to go with the best set in the game currently. So a whole set being set 10, set 11, whatever, how they are faring right now in our set 14 meta. But yeah, without any further ado, Armando, please steer the ship in the right direction.
Perfect. So let's talk about sets. So there's a lot of good candidates for what the most powerful sets are. Now, when we're talking about like powerful sets, I'm thinking what is still relevant today, or what is
wait. Before you go on, Armando, I thought we said best sets, not powerful sets.
Well, okay, most meta relevant sets. That's
Okay,
how we'll
thank
curve it. Okay, so it's a combination. Best,
there is a
powerful,
difference,
so,
yeah. You know what? Good clarification there.
Yeah, because you're right. Because best like is probably objectively Assault of the Sands, but Universal Onslaught, but
yeah, the Surge shit was fun.
Yeah, and the art, and like when you look at art, power of cards, and the SCR's collectability. You know, like if you consider like the gamut, yeah, set 9. But so my perspective is going to be, I think set 11 is like the most meta relevant set in the game. If we look, almost all the leaders from set 11 have been nerfed, right? So your Dark Broly, your Baby, your
Red Broly is from set 11,
Red
right?
Broly, exactly. Vampa got hit, and what is arguably the current best deck in the game. Best decks, actually. Both SS4 Vegeta and Gohan Icarus are from set 11 as well.
Did you just say SS4 is one of the best decks in the game? This came out of your lips.
That's why I said arguably, because I think it's a trash deck. But Gohan Icarus is really good. So you see, or Gohan and Higher Dragon, however you want to swing it. But yeah, I think set 11 is probably, and not only that, there's a ton of cards that still see play from that set. So yeah, I think there's a lot of good candidates. Like I don't remember. I think it might have been set. It might have been set 9 with the infinite attack rares. I think that might be a good candidate. But what are your thoughts, Karl? I caught you.
Yeah,
I caught you.
Well,
1 point for Armando.
Can't say World Martial Arts Tournament.
I could go. How about that? I'll just super speed
go up.
Karl what he thinks.
This is his chance to not go last. That's what he's doing.
Yes. So Rise of the Unison Warriors, I think, would be a strong set. Just because there are still a lot of cards that are relevant from that set. You still got like Frieza, Charismatic Villain. You've got Wolfang Fist. You've got Dormant Potential, God Sealing Technique, Del the Dark Parasite. The list goes on. There's more cards. Just depends on the deck you're running.
Are they reprinting set 10, 11, and 12 next month, or is it just 10, 11?
10, 11.
Just 10 and 11.
10, 11, okay.
Just because both of those sets are strong and they're both meta relevant, and they could still be used in future sets when unisons are involved.
Yeah, and you know,
go ahead.
I'm sorry. I'm just gonna say I agree. I completely forgot that set 10 also had the Cell mandatory 4 of and the Invoker mandatory 4 of. You're right. That's huge, actually.
No, well, that's why I was double checking, because in my mind, one of the best set is set 10, because it's from that set we all get all those counterplay we still play today.
Yeah, you get all the staples.
But I was not sure you got me.
But I don't play any of those cards in Gogeta, Karl.
And that's the set where you got Secret Identity Mass Saiyan, which was pretty cool, and then the Broken Seal, Mecha Cabra. I thought that was an also really interesting card where you could stop an opponent from playing a certain character card with a specified cost. So again, to me, that's one of the strongest sets out there. I'm going to hand this back off to Karl. Karl can continue.
And don't forget that Shinshan run is in that.
Yeah, it started off with the Shinshan run with that set with Yellow Mecha Cabra, Plotting Revival, stealing battle cards, going for the win.
Still a meta relevant deck too, Shinshan run.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that set 10, like all those like pinnacle of unisons, the Zeno, the Meshikabura, like the Wolfang counter card that is still good now. Like that set was really good to open. Like and even now, I think it's the first set that we got booster box toppers. I think it's the first set that got introduced to.
With the
Yeah, that's right.
SRs or SPRs, yeah. So before they had like the
So-
promos, and then they had the big
Yeah.
leaders, which I missed those.
hated the dash packs, man. I hated the dash packs.
I've got a
Couldn't-
bunch of pre-release dash packs sitting upstairs somewhere.
Yeah, for real. Like set 10 is like insane. We got the Demigra Unison, you got the Zeno super combo that let you charge in blue and do whatever you want with the new shit Bojacks that came out like way after.
Yeah, but like when it came out, the Zeno super combo was like unplayable. Well, it's
Still, but true, but I think that we should go in future that like even old cards need to shine like after set. We need to like scramble and have more mixed up decks. So like I think in the future we need more like not like color lock cards, even if it's green, but just like really insane effects that's gonna be stackable up to the future with other things. Like Zeno is one. So
yeah,
back then
like
wasn't good, but now it's pretty good.
now that you can cycle Galactic Buster and put an active mode blue yellow into your energy, yeah.
Yeah, no one do
Exactly.
that. No one does that.
Nick, what would you say?
Honestly, like as far as relevance here now, I wouldn't even say you're left with like actual sets. It's just singles within like pretty much the draft box, the new evolution booster. From there, it's just kind of picking out the relevant SCRs, and then just like the expensive staples from the draft boxes. Really, like
So-
I think outside of those two main cores, like set 12 really didn't have a whole lot that was great. Set 13 didn't have a whole lot that was great. There's a few singles within those that really shine, but I wouldn't say that they could light a candle up to set 10 or 11 though.
So what do you think was more meta relevant, the draft boxes or the evolution booster?
I'd probably say the draft boxes, even though draft box 6 wasn't really all that overwhelming. There was still a few cards within it that were just insane.
Demigra, Piccolo, the Giant Force rares. I think there was a ton of really good cards there. A lot of untapped potential cards too.
Well,
I
and
do
some
like
of
the
them were
fact-
also dead for a while too. Like the Raditz Unison was kind of useless for a good while, and then it became extremely relevant later on.
Don't forget
Um,
the Aaron Lineage awesome, super good deck profile that we got from Bandai.
There's the green Harudagarn chain as well. That's like my favorite green chain. That's a draft box chain. I don't know. I think there's a lot of like playable meta stuff. Yeah, I get what you're saying though.
yeah, like
doesn't-
it's not like stuff that you'd shove into a tier 1 deck, but like, is it still meta relevant and good? Absolutely.
Lucas, what about you?
Well, I can't refute that. It's got to be probably set 10, just because set 11, a lot of the shit is nerfed from there. But come on, set 12, Shroom and Salsa, it's my favorite horrible deck. Like the only thing that's pushing me to like keep set 10 and 11 together on the same pedestal is because Baby Hatch X in set 11, right? And that's
And the
that
Baby
is
Ape-
that yeah,
Baby Ape counter.
like those two are ridiculous for blue, and I think that's one of the reasons why blue isn't completely dead. And the Boo Unison, yeah, that too. Everyone loves to hate on that, but it's good. But I don't think it is any cause for banning it or any of that stuff. And it's coming from a non-blue player here.
I was about to say, but the new set has like that Galactic, or the newer sets of, I don't even know, not the new one's trash. It has the Rudigarn, but the Galactic Buster Bojack. I was gonna say that's in every blue deck. Is those like 6 cards or 4 cards from the Galactic Buster engine? And then I was gonna say, and I'm sure Yellow got something good too. And then I realized I couldn't remember what any of the Yellow decks were for like the last 3 sets. And then I realized they're all the same. It's just different skins of androids that don't do anything.
This is coming from experience. They don't do anything. They don't.
You do like 4 actions to draw 1.
And then they don't have protection. They're gone instantly.
So
cool
can
concept.
an argument be made that set 1 is one of the most powerful, one of the most meta-relevant sets in the game? Because if you think about it, right, we're still using Senzu Beans. We're still using Nimbus. We're still using Champa. And we're still using the Golden Frieza leader. And the Green Broly
We're using it for right now. Broly, I'd say yes. That's just strictly because of the field card, which, thank God, that was a hell of a way to reboot a leader. But instead of actually changing the leader, just, hey, you know what, we gave you a way better field card. Go to town. But
just to clarify, Nimbus was BT3, right?
I think it was set 3. Yeah, that's.
Well, it was before my time, so it counts as set 1 in my eyes.
It was before my time too, but I use it so much. I'm just like, wait a second.
Yeah, I was
but
gonna
for
say.
me, like set 3 Crossworld, they're arriving. I think that's the set where Overarm got released for the first time, and black cards and everything.
Mm-hmm.
So.
And if you had asked me the same question at set 10, I would say set 5, the Miraculous Arrival, because the Sparking negates the burst skills. Wish, I'd be like,
leaders,
Sparking super combos, I'm pretty sure that's the first set with them too, which was a big thing, especially for Wish leaders, and now with stuff that fucking burst top 3, burst top 5, oh, your Sparking, your super combos are live turn 1, turn 2. Like, for decks that don't want to cut.
I think we're missing a big portion here. What about promos? How do you classify promos?
In hell.
We're going to get to that. That's the fact that promos in this game are horseshit is actually my next discussion point. But so I was gonna my logical jump off point was, so with sets 10 and 11 being reprinted, we've all identified that those are probably the 2 best sets. Is it worth it if you don't have staples to invest in the reprints, or do you wait for singles? Do you are you guys gonna buy? I know we already have everything we need realistically. But if you didn't have your set 10 staples, would you, or you didn't have Baby Hatch, would you be investing in boxes or cases of the set 10 and 11 reprints?
So my opinion on that is that if you're new to the game, if you didn't buy booster boxes, if you did not get your chance to buy singles, and you're not sure which direction you want to go with your deck build, then I'm going to say buy booster boxes. But if you know what decks you want to play, if you have a build in mind, buy the singles. Don't worry about the booster boxes.
My advice to most people is, if you buy a case, usually you're going to neg. It's just nice that you don't have to wait on stuff. You'll have at least 90 to 95% of everything you need. Usually what I end up doing is I don't like to leave my LGS completely high and dry. So I'll still buy at least 1 or 2 boxes, typically 2, unless it's a really, really bad set. I'll just buy 2, because then at least I have all the bulk commons that I need and everything. And then if I get lucky, I can pull an SCR. And then from there, I get my singles. So at least it covers your bulk that you need, so you don't need to be buying all those.
So if you didn't have Baby Hatch, what would you be doing for this new set?
Hey, that's me.
Or would you buy?
That's me.
Okay, what are you doing, Lucas?
For Baby Hatch, for Baby Hatch specifically, if that's the only thing I really am looking at set 11, which realistically that's the only thing I think of that I would want that I don't have, I'd buy it. And if it has that 2nd edition stamp, I don't give a fuck. It's the best blue secret rare in the game that they're probably ever going to print. So,
arguably the best secret rare in the game right now, considering they nerfed Cells now.
Cells nerfed, and Kai is seeing less play. I think Heroines is still up there. I don't care if it's underrated. That card has saved a lot of my games, just from people oh no, you see the realization in their eye, just oh God, I don't have barrier, and he's under 7, he's 7 and under. Okay, you win.
The gotcha SCR.
Yeah, that's the best part. That's the best aspect about it. And it's just this cutesy little thing with a bunch of just women on it. Yeah, we got you.
Shit, did I combo for game?
Yeah, it's just how many cards you got left in hand? Oh, just 1. Ah, perfect. Okay, time to use it.
I think it was one of the regionals finals. I think it was David Fujimura and Robert Rizzi, and
That was so telegraphed too.
Dude, you see him, like, you see Reese with the 1 energy up. You see him with, like, his 10 cards in his hand, and he's like, no negate. And then you see friggin', I think it's Fujimura, like, he slaps down 2 final flashes, and Reese's just unfazed. And as soon as he was unfazed when 2 final flashes come down, I would stop. I'd be like, he's gonna Heroine's lineage me for sure, right? But I mean, at the same time, maybe it's a bluff, and either he's got it or he doesn't. It's just that's what makes Heroine's lineage a good secret. But I don't want to take away from the. Do you think so? If you didn't have the counterplay Trunkses and you didn't have the I don't know, whatever other blue cards are in set 10 and 11, would you still be picking up the sets, Lucas, or would you still just go, I'll just get singles?
Well, to be fair, I did just go to Walmart when I was picking up some stuff there. I'm like, let's see if they have cards at my local Walmart. They did, so I bought the Star Deck Vegeta because I only have 2 of the Yamcha counterplays, and I know there's 2 of the non-foil ones in there, so I'm just like, yeah, let's get it. But
broke ass.
Yeah,
Sorry.
that's
voluntary.
I thought, like, when I looked at the prices between Walmart and the LGS,
oh, they're more expensive. They're like $20.
A lot more expensive than your LGS.
It was $20, and like this horrifying pack design, I think it was like $6, like 7 after tax. It was just for the fun. I'm glad I'm glad they are at Walmart. Go obviously buy from your LGS, but at least now kids or whatever be like, hey, look, there's a Dragon Ball card game. At least it gets advertisement out. But besides that, I would probably grab, I don't know, maybe one box. I'm not gonna go nuts and buy a case. I never do anyway. But especially if you're a new player, that's especially set 10, because you can get that stuff, and one of my favorite leaders is in there as well. Ginyu, you can just pull a bunch of those common. What's all the laughing here?
Okay, we're gonna talk about something.
No.
Okay,
no.
Okay, we're not gonna talk about.
Is this an inside thing I'm missing?
Yeah, it is.
All right, so back on track.
Okay, so to recap, Lucas's opinion was basically buy singles. Nick's opinion was buy boxes if you want to support your locals, but it's not worth it. Just buy singles. Jaudat's opinion was if you don't have everything, buy boxes so you can get everything, unless you already know what you want to build. And if you know what you want, buy what you want. What's your opinion, Karl? What do you think? Do you think it's worth getting boxes of the reprint set or no?
I think no, because like as everybody stated in his own opinion, like the key cards, except like maybe Out of Unison, are accessible like today. Like the Yamcha, even if it's not that much played, or still is accessible through starter decks that just gonna cost less, so it's gonna be accessible to singles. Same as like God Sealing, it has been reprinted in the Unison package and the event pack. Same as the Yellow Vegeta, and same as the. I think the only one we didn't see is Frieza. So maybe for Frieza it's gonna be harder to get, but like
It'll be in collector's edition at least.
Oh, true. I forgot he's going to be
True.
put on the collectors.
Yeah.
So that's a one of, and it's going to be way more expensive.
For my opinion, I'm thinking if you don't have the SPRs, it might be worth getting sealed product, because my recollection was you got 2 SPRs and potentially
a third.
4 in every case had an SPR box topper as well.
It was if you bought a case, you'd get 2.25 SPRs per box.
Okay.
With the box toppers, they actually kind of map it out. Like if you get more than one case, that's what it's going to average out as, basically.
Okay, so you'll get.
It's 2 SPRs as box topper per case.
Yeah, and you have a
like you get 2 SPR per box, but just the math of how it works out. In large, if you buy a box, just with the odds of getting an SPR from the box topper, you'll get 2.25 SPRs per box.
So every 4 boxes you get 1 SPR.
Yeah,
as a
I'm
box
gonna make
topper.
this easy. So you'll get 2 to 3 SPRs in a box of sealed product. Okay, likely 2, maybe 3. Okay,
there you go.
If you don't have the SPRs, though, it might be a good time to buy them. And like I know for me, I love mixing my rarities, so I'll probably buy at least 1 or 2 of each SPR and SR. I want some of them Unison Warrior stamps on my cards, or sorry, those second edition stamps on my cards. I don't know if that's actually going to affect the value of the game, because I don't think collectors will be into the second edition cards, and the players who play this game with the average person doesn't really like spending that much on these types of cards. So I don't know how cheap they're going to be. Like, here's your risk factor, right? You run the risk of a small portion of people buying all the product and then boosting the prices, which is what happened about 4 months after Unison Warrior came out, or 2 months after Unison Warrior came out. The Unison Warrior stuff was dirt cheap. I remember getting my Yamcha SPRs for $5 each, right? And then within like a month or two after the release, it all shot up because products started getting scarce. People started buying it all and just sitting on it, right? And that's the risk you might be running with SPRs or something in the reprint set. So if you want an SCR or SPR, I definitely recommend you buy it, just the singles. If you didn't collect them and you want, like, I will say almost all the set 10 and 11 decks are fun. If the set 11 stuff has errata text, I'll probably pick a bunch of it up. Though I doubt Bandai thought that far ahead. So I doubt like you're gonna have a Planet Tuffle errata text. I doubt you're gonna have Dark Broly errata text. But
I'm sure the printing was done 2 months ago, and it's all just
before
sitting there
that.
in the warehouse.
Same. That I think it was done exactly way prior to the ban list coming out. Hopefully it wasn't though, and then I have an excuse to rebuy cards that I have because everybody loves wasting money.
But we all know that it's gonna still be delayed for no fucking reason in Canada.
So
Absolutely.
that brings a amazing question. I know we weren't going to discuss this probably, but what happens in Canada if the next set gets delayed and we're heading into nationals?
I play Gogeta Zeno, bro.
He's not wrong.
You make some Americans rich is what you do.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you buy day of and you just spend the money on the deck. Unfortunately, that's the world we're living in. And we're going to jump to the one thing I want to circle back to very quickly. Jay, you brought up promos. Where do we evaluate promos in the strength of the game? I know it's a common theme, and I personally believe this. Promos in this game are a serious issue. They tend to be overtuned, difficult to get, and the subject of market manipulation. So what do you guys think they should do to fix the promo and TP problem in the game, if anything? Yeah, go ahead, Lucas.
I think that, one, the TP card for a deck, I think there should be at least one for majority of decks. Not every deck. Doesn't need to be every deck. That's why we have like 20 TPs, which that is one of my points. There's way too many. The number needs to be cut down. I like how they're doing reprints of expensive cards like Violent Rays. That was a smart idea. But the main thing is, don't have a card that literally makes the deck as a TP, because you're forcing people to pay these ridiculous prices to try to win a tournament to get more of these TPs. Make a card. I think we might have talked about this on another like early team talk. Make a card that makes the deck more consistent rather than making the deck as a whole. So you're still chasing it to go get the card, but your deck isn't unplayable without it. Like a good example is that the Jiren for the deck, because that Jiren is debatably the worst Jiren. Like, you can use it as more consistency as evolve targets, and it's a free evolve, but it's the only one that you aren't recycling your hand. You're going -1 in hand playing that card. So I think that is a decent version. The Zoiray, it's another thing where it's like you can add on to the deck, make it more consistent, have more 1-drops, but like these things like Thwarting the Dark Empire that literally brought Gogeta Xeno to being a deck, and then again, also everything else being errata and everything else around it.
Any deck that can charge the black energy.
That's exactly. And just having too many promos. Like, how many are in this latest one? Is it like 22? Like, it's something ridiculous. Like, how I played this game since set 3, and how it worked before, it was, I believe, almost 2 for every color, and maybe black had 1 like TP, and you had, I think, like 4 chances of getting most of them. Like
But it was still a grind. It was
it was
still
still a grind, but like
yeah.
Scientist Fu at the time. Then again, this is when the meta was way cheaper. Like that was a chase card, and that was like $15, like
And
Canadian.
still, back at that time, you have like 50-50 chance of getting that promo non-foil or foil.
Yeah, that's another thing too. It's not foil or foil. The winter ones, don't get me wrong, they look beautiful, but how many goddamn winter chills have I gotten? I hate looking at that card. Only one Gogeta thwarting out of
Wait,
10 winter
wait.
packs.
Is it your fault that you got it, or was it some other reasons why?
Oh
you only
no, you know it could be faulty tampering. But I'm saying even like the cards pulling, it's just like, oh, this is the 8th different red card I've gotten from this TP pack. It's just like, wow, why the hell did we need this many? And you need those, like that was the King Vegeta deck. You needed those switching gears, or that deck didn't work. And then they got the deck.
I got 8 chilled, but didn't pull a single Gogeta. What a horrible luck!
I got my 4 TPs. I'm gonna open 4 Chilis. Yay!
Hey,
Can we title this one "Grinds My Gears"? That was a great rant.
Yeah.
Hey,
Grinds my gears.
Like I almost got upset for you.
good. Honestly,
I would love to get everybody else's opinion. I think Lucas covered it. But like I agree, basically 100%. I think the new TPs are a great direction with the reprint SRs, with the like weaker tournament promos. Like Jiren again, perfect. That would have been the example I would have used. I agree. The problem is there's still way too many of them. Like make 6 or 8 cards in the pool for tournament cards. I want, and I know nobody agrees with me, I want my winter promos to be leaders that are alt-art foil on both sides. That's what I want my winter promos to be.
That's not a bad idea.
Excellent idea.
Because they'll keep their value, right? Because everyone wants to play with a foil leader. Now you can get a foil leader that's foil on both sides, right? They don't have to print more crazy card effects. Yeah, I don't know. And then it still incentivizes you to be a winner because you might be trying to build a specific deck with a dual foil leader, right? So
like Surge Yellow Bardock.
Yeah.
One thing I
So-
do miss from old tournament packs, I'm just spitting this out now, was the winner cards. Like before they had winner cards, now they had for top 1 and 2 the winner Cold Bloodlust and the winner Mafuba. And just like if that were the leaders instead or something like that, like that was a cool idea because it's just like, oh, look at this. I got the cool one of Bloodlust. It's got purple in the background. But yeah, Nick, I cut you off there.
That's a good idea.
It's better that way.
I usually cut other people off, so it's pretty fair. I really like your leader idea. I think Bandai really did a good job with how they decided to organize winners this time around. I missed some of the old stuff again. Like I started when set 9 came out, so those, like at least for that set, I think everything was just random, and like a winner got like an extra box or something like that.
That's when they had the boxes that you could fold together. I honestly missed those.
Am I remembering wrong, or is that like how set 9 did it?
Set 10's when everything changed.
The winner got a deck box in set 9.
Yeah.
And just extra packs. But set 9 had like some wild TPs too. Like that was the
Jiren TP that skyrocketed because of this damn red deck.
Exactly, the one that was actually unplayable on the Jiren deck, but now is worth money.
Yeah.
And the it was a blue red like an Ultra Instinct Goku negate that negs 2 things 10k ignoring barrier.
Instinct reprisal.
Yeah, that's it. The foil of that on release was like $30. Like
it looks mint
nuts.
still. It's a good looking card.
Yeah, the common ones are worthless now though, which is sad.
Yeah, so with that in mind, like I still think they should keep the current format of like X amount of winner cards. Maybe it's all the same card, maybe it's different cards. That I'm not too concerned with those details at this point in time, but I think just the format that they have X amount of like very identifiable. If you won, you get this. And if there's some randomness to it, I think that's fine. Obviously, if you're Rosas, then that's not fine. But that's just kind of the gambling effect anyways. Like, if there's a chance on something, then it can go wrong. However, for everything below that, I really wish everything was just alt arts. You could still make them foil. If it's within the set, it could be even just the basic staple SRs that are within the set, or the set prior. Even. But I would rather just see alt arts of usable cards as opposed to it needs to go in the archetype. Because you always run into this problem every single tournament. You want to play the deck, but then how can Bandai reasonably make cards that are good for the deck, but at the same time don't just kind of screw people over for a month trying to get them unless they know a guy who has a play set somehow.
I don't disagree with that it makes it more restrictive, but I do disagree with like I don't want to play for old SR other than like unless it's the Oceania Shenron negate, but like I don't want to play for old SRs for the most part, especially like the only way I would get on board with what you're saying is if it was the SRs that did not have SPRs.
Yeah, that was my thought too.
And it's an SPR quality tournament promo pack, like with textured foiling.
Mm-hmm.
But then that would have to be like the winter version then. But the point being is just alt arts of hell. It could even just be commons with really cool art,
like the balls, the balls SPR.
Sweet, I got a common Gates of Hell. Like I'm so excited.
I'm pissed.
If you look at 90% of the TPs we get, most of them are trash anyways, and then 10% are just so chased that they're $50 plus each for the first month. So I mean, is there much of a difference in that? Really?
Well, I think like you said, a lot of TPs are like worthless. Like the TP round right now is almost worthless. I think like the power ceiling of all cards in TP should be at the same level. Like not garbage level. Like you wanna pull a TP, you just don't want to set it aside and like gather dust on your binary shit.
I wasted my entry.
Yeah, fuck.
Yeah.
I think the ceiling of power of TP should be like mostly equal. Like outside of the winner cards, like mostly equal. Like even last round of TPs, there's a lot of TPs that will never see plays, never fucking ever.
Like all the
I agree with that. So, but Bandai does need to juggle because we're paying entry to play in a tournament. We get a tournament pack, and yeah, some cards are worth a penny. You'll never be able to sell them, and then some cards are $200, and it doesn't make sense for everybody to keep paying $5 or whatever it may be, play for a TP that can net you negative, $5 a week.
Yeah,
it is a balancing act.
Set 10 had way too many TPs. That was like the first round of introducing like 14 TPs in the set. But I will say at least the power level of the set 10 TPs was pretty balanced. Like it had the Yamcha the Lawless, like the Red Earthling one. It had that green Ginyu. It had the yellow Goten negate. It had Zarbon, which was obviously the most powerful one. But again, it wasn't like a huge creep compared to some of the other TPs in that set. So.
No, that actually one of my favorite black ones.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, it's a problem. We talked about some ways. I don't think we're gonna fix it. Hopefully,
and the biggest problem is the sheer quantity of TPs. And if you play one tournament a week for one set, that's
can't
only
collect them all.
No, you can't. You got what 3 months, maybe 12 weeks worth of tournaments. You're gonna collect a third of it, and you're gonna be like, "What the heck? How do I get the other? How do I get a play set of TPs? Exactly. How do I get a play set of TPs to make sure I want the deck to do whatever it wants to do, right? And I'm not saying from tier 3 to tier 1. I'm not talking about Gogeta, Spice.
How am I getting rid of those 6 Chilais I just pulled up?
You find someone who likes Videl.
Bandai's gonna make an archetype where Chilai is useful, and then you're gonna be like, "Hey, I've got dollar bills here."
Hey, he's playable in Golden Frieza. Just saying.
I know.
But, yeah, so that's our talk on TPs. Again, we want it to change. That's why we're talking about it. There's some ideas we have. Hopefully somebody's listening. Hopefully we continue to see this improvement that we want to see in the game. They're on the right track with these new set TPs. I don't like for what they've revealed so far, at least for the red TPs of the next set, they're like too bad to the point where it's like, why am I even playing for this? Which is weird because normally red's the chase. But in any event, So we had a couple different topics to discuss. It's getting kind of late. So what do you guys want? Do you guys want to do? We can do secret rare predictions. We can do Nats prep, or we can do the one Jaudat said.
Reveal.
Yeah, our secret rare reveal.
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
okay.
we're talking about reveals. Yeah. So
What's the
what do
third
you-
option? What did I say?
reveals so far, like our thoughts so far on the new set.
I'm down for either or.
Let's go with the reveals, and let's start off with Nick.
Is this a Pac-Man episode? I
No.
don't know.
No,
He-
Pac-Man's
he's-
got enough episodes
Yeah,
so far.
he's the only one that'll watch this far.
Yeah, he'll appreciate that
No.
though, that you said it, because he asked me. I talked to him. He was like, "Where's Karl been?" So there you go.
Yeah, I really I was sad that I missed the one with Chris last time.
So
So
Nick,
Nick,
Sorry. So we're talking about. We got a little off track there for a minute. So
Reveals.
going back, we're going on the reels. Just all of them in specific, like
What do you like? What do you don't like?
up to date today.
Yeah.
That's what.
Sure.
I think it's kind of funny that they keep adding KO effects to non-green. I find that slightly hilarious because it really takes away from green's identity. As it stands with that new Turles, I think yellow's better at KOing on average than green is right now.
Yeah, it's free too, right? The aim on, you just swing, combo with your leader, play it from your life, then you're like, oh, KO 4 less, sweet.
Well, you do have to spirit boost for the to KO for the Amond, but
Oh yeah,
You
with your
start
free,
with
with
the-
your free
yeah.
unison that gains one
Yeah.
to 2 markers a turn. Yeah, okay.
but
unless you
but even
switch
the
combo.
Turles, which can either replace itself or KO twice, which is wild.
Mhm.
So yeah, I think it's dangerous if you're giving a control color access to KOing as well. I think that's kind of scary. That's also telling, though, in my opinion. That does put alarm bells for me for what's going to happen with our current Gohan Icarus deck and what cards are going to be on the chopping block. Because if they're going to start giving these extremely powerful effects and not touch, I don't know. I would be surprised if they don't touch anything within yellow as it currently stands. If they're going to be giving it these extremely powerful effects for either free or next to nothing.
They just need to cement green as the worst color still. Like, you know what? Yellow can do this better. Get out of here. You had
Well,
your
I
time
mean,
for
we
5
play green.
seconds.
We all know
Yeah,
green's
yeah.
the worst color. Red tries to go there, black tries to go there sometimes, but green's the worst
Yeah,
color.
it's
But if you look at all the colors that topped in the past couple regionals, green's been there. I'm just talking about like the first place aspect.
No, like that best one doesn't really. It's too easy to like high roll into some of that stuff. So it's like, yeah, sure, did it top? I'm not gonna take away from anyone actually getting there, but can
Not
you
when I'm piloting
reasonably
the
say you
deck.
didn't high roll at any single point?
Okay, so Jay, what are your thoughts on the reveals so far? What's the deck you want to play the most that you've seen so far?
Well, I've got Sin Shenron Xeno, the first iteration build, so I'm definitely going to be building that just to complete it. Just so I could put the yellow Sin Shenron beside the black Sin Shenron and be like, hey, cool.
Choose my
The other
deck.
one,
the NyQuil dragons. Here we come.
exactly. I find Finn to be interesting. I'm not even sure where he's from, but I find that archetype is interesting, and I may head in that direction. And as a control player, when it comes to something like Sin, I think it'll still be viable. So I'm still going to be running Yellow Sin.
Karl?
Well, mostly I think the red roll is gonna be kind of neat.
I think
Gonna
that's
be
going to be
fun.
the most widely played.
But like same as Joe, that I'm heading into the black side like Finn and Xenosin. I think Xenosin has great potential. We have superb new tools to play with, and I think like maybe the mill option is gonna be more viable now with all those kind of busted extra cards that you can recycle over and over and over again. easy access to like get it back from your drop as to like just activate ball and look top 7 and add the extra card you needed. So
here's a question, because I reviewed them and I thought they were pretty good, like an improvement, but I did see a couple issues. For example, so there's that new, it's like a flying nimbus for Sinchen or for Senzano.
Yeah.
Like you use the activate battle or whatever, and your opponent can only attack one more time for the turn. But you have to pitch 2 cards from your hand, right? So naturally, you're going to want to pitch battle cards. That way, you can search top card of your deck for more dragons.
Yes.
Right. So, do you think that adding all these new extra cards is going to bump out the old extra cards because you can't, like, you still need to have a majority of dragons in the deck, like the actual battle cards?
I think that it's not gonna be an issue because, like, mostly with all those new extra cards, you're gonna run the negative energy explosion. So that's your searcher with whatever you need, and like all the cards that we thought last set's gonna be broken, aka this fucking card that's fucking useful as none ever. You're gonna be maybe play 1 or 2 just to consistency of seeing an extra card.
So
Like,
cards you're playing 4 of now, you think are going to go down to 1 or 2 of tech cards?
yeah, like this, I think is going to be a 1 of. This, I think is going to be a 1 of, and like the other one you want to play at 4 of, maybe 3 is this one because it's kind of a bean. Plus, it's searched to any of your battle cards, so aka maybe like you're gonna top deck the super combo, or like all those new dragons that when you combo with them, you're gonna restand, aka your leader or one of your battle cards. Like the revenge one that the new that got announced, maybe it's gonna be a 1 or 2, because still like plus 9k on one of your blocker that's gonna be able maybe to restand and get revenge is pretty insane. And it's a searchable card too, and recyclable card. And one of the cards of the Shinshan run that back in the day I wasn't running a lot of, but now it's gonna be a 4 is this little guy at 1. When he gets played, you're gonna recycle whatever extra card you need from your drop. So right on point, you can get that brainwash card, or even the Nimbus card to just stall for another turn.
He puts himself to rest mode, that one, right? To play another card, or is that the other one?
No.
That's the other
That one, that's another one. That one, when he gets played, you can add 1 extra card from your drop to your hand.
Oh, so you can just keep recycling the Nimbus that way.
Yeah.
Keep playing
And
it.
like same as the Unison. Unison, you're gonna draw a card. Then after that, just pitch 3 extra cards to just refill your deck and see the card you need. So like during the end game, what I think I didn't test it yet, but you're gonna have less monster cards in your deck. So like your energy negative ball is gonna be, you're gonna hit whatever you really need at that point as an extra card, and you're gonna add it to your hand.
And see, it's funny, you explaining it like that makes me think you don't want to run anything that searches the deck to shuffle it, because you want to just keep putting all your extra cards to the bottom. Though I guess that is your win con by milling out your opponent. But in any event, Lucas, will shift to you. What's your
Sorry, I got real serious.
It was good, Karl. It was nobody's been talking about that deck, so I think it's good that we did a discussion on it.
Yeah.
So starting off, I'll just start off with Red Broly. People are gonna play it because it's cool. It's Red Broly Second Coming that you can actually play the leader. I don't know, Surge considered Second Coming, but nobody played the first one because it was just so bad. But playtesting that, I've actually playtested on Untap. This is the first time cracking an Untap in a while. It's got the same problem as SS4. It gets negated, you can't do nothing. It's literally like, there goes the whole thing about the deck. I can't use my Activate Battles for free. But you do get a shit ton in the drop. So you can pump that Unison -2 and like clear anything, because your drop here is full of extra cards. So that was a kind of a cool thing that I didn't think about on the deck. Go 10, cool idea. I don't think anybody's gonna play it. It just seems too bad. Yeah, it's a cool idea. It's got all the cute little art, but I don't know.
Red can't pay that kind of energy.
Yeah.
As you say, needing to spend 3 or 4 energy, not being able to refund any energy, and not having access to friggin' cards that have both deflect and barrier. It's like, why would you? The only red battle card you should play is that friggin' Divine Presence Goku, because it has deflect. It can't be removed on your turn. Like, why would I ever spend 4 energy to give my leader triple strike when it can just get negated?
Yeah.
Or black's just like, cool, I will spend 1 black energy. Crit.
Well, maybe we don't know. Like, yellow's getting KO's effects. Maybe red's gonna be getting like rare untapped energy effect. We don't know.
No.
Yeah, that seems balanced.
I'm kidding.
But yellow Turles stuff looks cool. I think the Gohan stuff, the art looks a little wonky with the Icarus trying to make it cutesy. I don't know. But the thing I like is one of the fields saying ape play in your opponent's battle. It seems weird. And if it is possible to make a great apes deck out of it, you know people are going to jump all over that. Because people haven't been able to play apes in quite a bit of time. And that would be a nice excuse. Turles, I think, looks actually like decently good. I think it looks a little bit better than its green variant. I think it does look like it has potential, especially with the KOing 4 stuff. You look like
it's better than the green.
Yeah, it looks like it's a menace in board control, and KOing, getting rid of stuff. But Nightquill dragons, I think the art looks cool for the melatonin dragons. I think the Ice Nova, all those, they even Rage, the little penguin bastard, he looks cool.
Did you say fucking Nightquill dragon?
Yeah, the Nightquill dragons. It was dubbed by Pilgor. The Nightquill dragons, melatonin dragons. They just put you to sleep, is what they do. I don't know how you make 2 decks for one thing and they both put you to sleep. But Finn, that was another card. As soon as I saw him, like, what the fuck is this thing? I love it. It's taking.
I don't think Sin Shenron pre-ban Erota was putting you to sleep.
He's got a defense.
Yeah, he's got a defense. But guess what? Right now, what that deck was made for is to put you to sleep. That's what it was made for.
To go to 6 energy.
Yeah, to go to 6, and then you don't have a counterplay, you can hit all of them. Okay, yeah.
All I'm gonna say is shout out to the homie Trey Faircloth. That's Jay of the Jay. You're the.
I thought that was Frank.
Trey of the group.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. I don't catch that, but okay. You'll have to explain it to me later.
Oh, he always brings up his baby cooler, and for you it's Sin.
He also always brings up Gohan Icarus, and to his credit, that's now like the best deck in the game. So he showed us. He's on.
It's not even making fun of him. It's just it's funny that he's got the same quality for that one. He's just like.
Yeah.
I need to put something out there though. What are you guys thinking about Frieza Prison right now?
Frieza Prison?
Just play Blue Baby. It'll do better.
Just play Fred Broly. It'll do better.
But Frieza Prison just come on. They got a super combo. Let them just play one tournament. Come on. Just let someone play Frieza Prison. Maybe a Kaioken off of a Chain Attack and Bobbity.
Limit 1 only on defense.
Yeah, come on.
I want to play that new Red Broly Unison in that deck.
New Red Broly Unison?
Yeah, the 2-drop. It's fitting.
Oh, yes.
Guest.
Yeah, I know. New Red Broly Unison in that deck. The only problem is it only top 3 or top 4, whatever that. I don't know if it's a weird number. It's 3 or 5, but it's only for activate battle. That's the only thing that sucks.
Lucas, in the future, it's a good team talk etiquette to try and position your head in a position.
Oh, I did earlier, and you guys didn't even notice.
Oh, good.
See,
you're just better at it than me.
Oh yeah, 100%.
But for real, like Broly in Frieza Prison is gonna be way better than fucking what's it called? That 2-cost blocker Unison that sucks hell.
Yeah, no, I agree.
That's Frost.
The Frost is okay though. Like, it's fine for the deck. I agree with you. The Broly's better, but only
it's more aggression. It's more aggression.
For myself, I think I'm really interested in playing the yellow Turles, which I wasn't. I was ready to sell all my yellow cards like last week. I was like, nah, I hate yellow. I'm never gonna play it. And then they made this Turles, and I'm like, oh, cool. It's like King Piccolo, but kind of better because you still draw when you swing without needing a 1-drop on board. So like, Turles, the new yellow Turles looks really cool, and I like that he's going to have options to play him green yellow or blue yellow, or even
I'm glad they
mono
did
yellow.
that. I'm glad they didn't restrict and be like, well, the old ones are shit, so you gotta use the yellow ones now. At least now they've learned to,
Yeah,
expand
and it's just
people's
like,
thinking on decks.
life flipping mechanics are so fun. Like everybody loves flipping their life, but in any event, yeah, but I think Yellow Turles is a really cool deck. Finn, I'm gonna test, but I don't think that's gonna be my style. I'm very, very excited to see the green Goku and Vegeta. So that's like those are the decks I'm most hyped for because, man, I think if you looked at like the preview text, there's just like massive blocks of text on the leader, which normally I don't like, but I don't know. They could do something really hype. And to build on Nick's comment earlier, where he said a lot of other colors are getting KO effects, I think that could be a sign that green's going to go more into hand control effects, which I would really, really enjoy. But it's hard to get better than Selzeno at that aspect of the game.
That's just any time any hand control deck is brought up. Yeah, but Selzeno.
The new Gohan looks like a lot of fun. You can like kind of loop the fields with your leader skill. So like you can pay one, play your field, untap an energy, flip over, then or draw a card or take the field back from your drop. During your opponent's turn, at the end of the turn, the field goes to drop. You flip your leader, you untap, then you can activate the field auto for 2 energy, play a monster from your hand, play another field from your deck. Like it just has a lot of really cool interactions. So I do think that's going to be a fun deck. I don't think that's going to be a competitive
So
deck per
all I'm
se.
hearing is it's like the Android decks where you do 4 actions to draw one.
Draw a card, yeah, exactly. You're not wrong. Except you're also untapping an energy.
Except it's got a monkey on it.
And that's what makes the difference. That's what makes the difference right there. I see monkey, I play monkey. That's how it works.
Lucas is like, the difference is enough to sell me.
Yeah, that's you give me a robot or a monkey. Monkeys are scarier.
All right, Karl, what do we got on the kid toy menu today? What's good? What's in grabbing distance?
Oh, for real, like I have one for the past 3 weeks that I want to bring out because for me it's a misconception. But man, okay, when your couples
Spear is not going to be happy you're stealing his swag with the funny hats, man.
When a couple
I bought this a while ago in Japan. Like I bought this in Japan. I gotta use it sometime.
That's fair.
This is it for real. This looks really nice.
Yeah,
it's a tiger and everything. It's robot opening his mouth, and it's moving everything. It's sound sensitive and everything. But like when like your sexual life grow like dollar and everything, sometimes like your girlfriend needs a little bit step up, so you need to turn it on, right? You follow me, right?
I hope he's gonna show me that thing vibrates.
No, for real. Like it's literally how it's concepted. To turn it on, I must go into his bottle and just and for real, they didn't make this like accidental, okay? There's a whole pocket with batteries in, but the button is right up at the bottle. So I need to go here.
Man, I can't imagine watching Karl finger a child's toy.
And now it's open. So to turn it on, you gotta put a finger up his ass.
And it's real happy. Oh my god.
Well, look.
I make the same reaction
some
too.
sadistic fucks out there.
Man, for real. I think he broke him.
Yeah, that's horrifying.
You can hear it.
How many times has that walked up to your room possessed?
This one, never. Because
only when Karl's hands up its ass. Man.
But man,
$19 Fortnite card.
I don't know.
We cut that.
Oh, it says property of Armando here.
Yeah,
weird.
I'll take ownership.
I knew it was used.
I'll take ownership.
No, for real. Like the switch is up the bottle. I was finding that really funny, and it smelled funny too. I don't know why.
Okay, have a good night, guys.
Yep. Good night, guys.
Oh man.
See ya.
Hey, we missed some topic or something. I think.
Oh, they're done. We're saving that for the next one.
God damn it!
Yeah,
What did I do?
that was a
He
great
got
return
really
to form.
passionate about that one.
For real, yeah, man. Like you never see those
fucking
scroller on
wild.
Facebook?
That's so disturbing. That like
Like
fucking perverts making animal children's toys.
it's like the Buzz Lightyear bottle of water where the straw comes up like it's his fucking dick. It's
Bro,
not,
so
I'm
I
not
think
making
I
those.
think we know what your career needs to be now. You just need to make children's toys.
Oh God.
Like you could come up, dude. You would come up with some wild shit.
Yeah, but they'd all involve like fire hazards and shit.
That's what you got Armando for.
Yeah.
We gotta put gas in the toy, a children's toy.
Yeah, it's just sniff this rag. This is just a new toy, chloroform rag. Does this smell like chloroform?
Oh, damn, I miss doing TT.
We missed you. Everyone. Where the fuck's Karl? Where's Karl? Is Karl gonna be in this episode? You're the life of the party, man.